All right, everyone. So I think I just found a Japanese band that has copied off of NF. Now, the song in question is called Listen, and it's by the band My First Story. Now, I had never heard of them before. None of their music had ever popped up on, one of the playlists that I, do to try to find music that I would like to listen to. So I've never heard of them. This is just the first song I've ever heard from them. I did look through a little bit of their music. They're just like a traditional like Japanese rock band, which is why I typically don't, I've never heard of them before. I'm not like as into just like pure rock, which is why it's weird that they went ahead and used this, because it just like, I'll play the point where it transitions, but it's like the first half is NF's song The Search, and then the second half is just like some other like rock song, which is completely unrelated, which I found very interesting. So let's go ahead and play some of those samples here, and you'll hear the difference, and you'll see that they're very similar.
Listen, it's me. I'm telling you the truth that I'm sorry. Your likes, no need. I know you can run when you're lonely.
Hey Nate, how's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night.
Autumn never breaking down. 너도대끼리 사쿠장가 liner. 너가 기타를 money 나기 color.
Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching. What does that mean, Nate? I've been learning.
This time let go. 나도 너무 fight for who show you. 네가 시대고 센사이 문이 너고 crow.
Where'd the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing.
Let me tell you straight, nobody's here to play. Hey, do it for me, do it for me.
Push my buttons, I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it. I can be critical, never typical. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal.
So as you could hear, in at least to me, that sounded like pretty much exactly, beat for beat, not the lyrics by any means, but the beat for beat, like where the drops happen, how it sounds, it's essentially the exact same song, just like with some minor tweaks, right? Because it's not the exact same. They didn't, sample the song directly, but they definitely changed it, but it sounds like pretty much exactly like it. Now, one thing that I did do is I put it into Premiere and I just laid the audio track over each other, so that way I could sort of see the waveforms, right? And one thing that I noticed is that there's actually a cut. NF's initial like intro to the song lasts longer than My First Stories does. So that means that I had to cut, like there's like a one of the drops that happens later in NF song and it happens earlier, so I just had to sort of splice them. But here's that for you, and you can just see here the drops and the beats, and like it lines up pretty well. And then you'll see after a certain point it just sort of turns into a rock song, and then NF song continues, so it's completely different after that point. But in the very beginning, it sounds identical. Now, I found My First Story's audio on YouTube, and this song was released on February 27th of this year, so it's a pretty recent song. And some of the comments don't realize, that it's, copying off of NF, but there are multiple mentions of NF in this comment section as well. Like there's this one guy who said, I came to check if other people felt the same way, but the beginning straight up sounds like The Search by NF. Now, people aren't going to go as in depth as I did to literally place the audio side by side and listen to them, but they are the exact same almost. I don't know what's going on here, but there are a lot of people in here being like, yeah, this sounds like, NF, or this is NF style. Little do they know that this is a literal copy of The Search. So I don't know what's going to happen to this song at all, if it's going to stay up or be taken down or whatever. I mean, the song sounds okay. I'm just curious to see what happens. And I do want to hear what you guys think down in the comments, because, has this ever happened? Like, and if you are a fan of My First Story, have there been other songs that have been copied by them? It's like, because this is my first time hearing them, and this is just, I just happen to know NF, right? But this artist, this band may have done this with other songs, and if so, they probably need to have some repercussions for it. So, I'm by no means like trying to attack My First Story, but this is a serious legal offense. So I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it and hear what you guys think. And if there are any like music lawyers out there or anything, please hit me up, because I'm interested. Just, not to like, do anything. I'm just curious, just write something in the comments. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. Thanks for listening and tuning in. I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.